This is Paranormal Short Session 6 by Keith Evans. I'm at the old steam engine number 11 in Port St. Joe, Florida. I'm going to be using my Ovilus 5B, which I'll turn on right now. Before I turn it on, I have one question. Well, that looks new, that little white thing there. They've done some painting on this. The wheels are now white since I was here the last time. And there's some of the trim is white, which is interesting. So, if it was like that, I don't remember that. Alright, my question for today is, does anyone know what year it was that this engine was first put into service here in the Port St. Joe area and or any place within Florida?
Police him.
Police him.
Where?
Police is P-O-L-I-C. Him is H-I-M. And where is W-E-A-R? Well, I don't think you all have to be worried about policing me, and I'm not concerned about policing you. But I would like to know what year this was put in service, or what is the first year that you remember this being in service, either in Port St. Joe or for the Port St. Joe Lumber and Export Company, Port St. Joe, Florida. Wear is spelled W-E-A-R, like you're wearing something. But maybe they're asking where again. Well, if you know where it was first put in service in Florida, then give me that date. If you know where this engine was first put in service at Port St. Joe or for the St. Joe Lumber and Export Company, Port St. Joe, Florida, you know, you can give me that year. Oh, seems like something that you would remember. Got another word. Club. Club is spelled C-L-U-B. Are you talking about like a nightclub, or you want to club me for asking you questions? With paranormal research, a lot of times whatever word you get is very subjective as to, you know, what conclusions you draw. So I like to take the word and look at it from many different perspectives. Maybe the ghosts or spirits are saying, I don't remember, that was a long time ago, join the club. I mean, how many days someone asks you, what did you have for lunch yesterday? And I don't remember. So, maybe they just don't remember. They got white letters on the back. I'm not sure if they had that the last time I was here. And then like the little railing that you would hold on to when you jump up, that's painted white. I don't think that was white the last time I was here. If you look at my early videos, Paranormal Short Session 5 by Keith Evans at the old steam engine 11, you'll be able to check and see. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe everything was trimmed out white then too. So I'm going to stay in the shady area. The other side of the train is going to be sunlight, and it makes it hard for me to see the words given by the Ovilus 5, and also hard for me to see what I'm looking through my camera lens. Him wear club. Well, if I'm him, I'm definitely not wearing a club. Or maybe they're trying to say where, like W-H-E-R-E, They might be a bad speller like me. So it could be him, where we're clubbed. So I don't know. It's kind of like a toss-up. Now over here they do have some information about the old train company. I might walk over here and see if I can give you some of that information. I got another word. I've got a couple words here. Let's see. After club was pace, P-A-C, and P-A-C-E, and noise, N-O-I-S-E. Alright. This talks about the Lake Wimico Canal and Railroad Company, steam railroad in Florida, and one of the first in the USA, opening in 1836. Also on the grounds of the museum is the Constitution Convention State Memorial Monument commemorating the birth of the state of Florida. So that's about all it says about the railroad. Excuse me. Nothing on this side about the railroad. Well, I'll give you a quick glimpse of the back of the train, and I'll circle it around so you get to see what it looks like. All the wheels now are got that strip around them, like a white wall. See the railing there, the railing there is painted white. Railing there is painted white. Got your number 11. Well, I think I've done some touch-up work to it since I've been here last. This is the front of the old train. I'll get back here where you can see the whole thing. I like the old bell. That's cool. Excuse me. Pace, noise. I'm not sure what they're talking about as far as pacing and noise. I haven't heard anything unusual. Noise, nothing loud or... Let's see where the old boiler... It's got some weak cracks in it. This is from the steam engine heating up water and driving the pistons so the wheels would turn. Yes, my name is Keith Evans, and I'm sorry I forgot to give my usual announcement that I'll be putting this on YouTube and shorter pieces of advertising on social media like Instagram and Facebook. So if a ghost or spirit don't want to be on that, then please don't choose a word. And if you don't mind, then please choose a word. No, I can't think of any reason why having your choice of a word being placed on social media or YouTube would harm you in any way. Just don't say anything you wouldn't want your parents or family to, hear you say. So, And to the best of my knowledge, the Ovilus 5, which is this little square box with the two little antennas on top, it will not hurt you in any way. As a ghost or spirit, it's going to utilize your energy, so if you don't want your energy to be weakened due to using it for the Ovilus 5 to choose a word, then that might be another reason why you won't choose a word from the Ovilus 5. And the item that I'm using here to take the video with, the camera should not hurt you in any way. My name is Keith Evans. May I ask for your name, please? How many railroad workers are here today? How many people were here that worked for the St. Joe Lumber and Export Company in Port St. Joe, Florida? Lasting, spelled L-A-S-T-I-N-G. Everlasting. I think this train has probably outlasted the test of time. It's been around for a long time. I would say yes, it's everlasting. I got another word. Thank you for the everlasting comment. After lasting, L-A-S-T-I-N-G, I got wings, W-I-N-G-S, and A-N-D. And what? All right. Everlasting wings. Are you saying since you are in heaven you have wings? Now look like you're gonna say something else. Wings, and what else do you have beside wings? I guess you might be out of energy by now. If you're out of energy, maybe another ghost or spirit would finish your thought by using their energy. Any possibility of that? Alright, well, I tried. When they made these engines, they made them to last. They were, at the time, it was the top technology of the day. It was, could move a lot of goods and tonnage at a relatively inexpensive cost. So they made these engines to last. Now, I don't know what number 11 stands for. The St. Joe Lumber and Export Company of Port St. Joe, Florida. Do you think they had 11 trains, or are the numbers given by the state as you had to, you know, like a driver's license or a registration for your car? Was the number given to the train by the state? That's something I'd like to know. Is there anyone here that knows that answer? Was a number 11 just a number of trains or engines that the St. Joe Lumber and Export Company had? or is a number given by the state for the number of train when it's registered by a company. Kind of like a license plate number. I don't know that, but that's something I would like to know if there's anyone who could answer that. Excuse me, that's me coughing. I don't know. I remember reading something about this train where it was in service by another train company. I think it was like a yard train. And when they had no use for it anymore, because they had larger trains pulling, you know, larger amount of train cars, they sold it. And that's how St. Joe Lumber and Export Company, Port St. Joe, Florida, obtained this train. And apparently it was used to haul anything from like the Florida Georgia line down to Port St. Joe. I think at one time they also may have went into Apalachicola, even though I think there was a separate train service to Apalachicola. So, but I think there might have been a way that they got to Apalachicola without using that other train line. So, all right. Be more interesting if I had Ghosts of Spirits choosing words here. I like to be up front with you and let you know how I'm going to use the footage so that you're not surprised when you look and see a word you chose on social media. So, but I can't see any way how that would hurt you. When you run out of energy, just let another ghost of spirit take over and choose the words. Okay? How's that sound? Well, you can see I think that's a floorboard. I might be wrong, but I think that part is wood in there. I don't think that's metal. You can almost see the wooden grain. And then this also is a floorboard back here. Looks like the part there that's black might be some type of metal. But right there would be wooden, 3 wooden boards. And they're wooded. And that little shelf there, that's wooden. I would imagine if it wasn't wooden, you'd burn your feet when you walk, because wood won't transmit the heat, but that steam engine would get mighty hot to the point where if you touch any metal, it would be hot. I imagine you'd have to wear gloves, because if the railing's metal, that'd burn your hands. And I don't know how far it would stimulate back, whether the heat would go to this cab or not. And it might over a period of time. So when you start your trip, you might be okay to touch the metal without burning yourself, but towards the end, I would not touch the metal unless you were wearing gloves. So, is there anyone here that played baseball next door at that really nice stadium that was, I think it was built after World War II? Is there anyone here that likes baseball? Is there anyone here that is following the gentleman for the New York Yankees that hit that 63 home runs in the season 2022? I forget his name. I have to apologize to the gentleman. I'm not good with names. But I mean, I think it's fantastic that anyone with the ability to hit 63 home runs. And apparently it's been done before, but the people were using steroids. And apparently this guy is totally clean of steroids. So anyway, congratulations to the gentleman from the New York Yankees that has hit 63 home runs in one season. It might be more. I'm trying to think. When's the World Series? I don't follow baseball really closely anymore. I don't have time with all the other things that I'm doing. All right. Does anyone have a question for me? Does anyone want me to leave? That's another area. It's got some rust and damage going on for it. I don't know whether that's old debris that's hanging down there like cold or whatever, or wood chips or leaves or what, but I guess someone has permission to get in there and clean it out, and hopefully they have a way of draining the water out, unless there's a top on it that I don't know about. So, but otherwise it's not going to be good for it if the water gets in there and pools and rust at the bottom. What do you all think about that? Anyone's thoughts on that? Gosh, you are quiet today. It's like the cat's got your tongue. All right, I'm going to say something and you complete my phrase, okay? Eeny, meeny, miny. Three blind. She saw seashells down by the... You got to finish what I'm saying. Yes, by finishing what I'm saying, it will show that you're an intelligent ghost or spirit. And then I'm not just picking up residual energy that's in the area. Alright, I tried. Alright, for the ghosts and spirits in this area who want this train to be saved and kept for as long as mankind can keep it, use your energy to knock on the metal. Loud enough that I can hear it. You know, I'm a little bit deaf, but not loud enough to harm the integrity of the metal of this old, I guess you could say, the wooden and cold carrying part of the steam engine. They used to be owned by the St. Joe Lumber and Export Company, Port St. Joe, Florida. I'm not getting much participation today. Huh. That's interesting. Now, this here almost looks like some type of pipe. I got another word. Devil. No. We don't need any negativity. Come up with something positive. Help me out here with the history. What was that little pipe used for? It almost looks like a fire hose with a nozzle on it. I'd like to know what that was used for. Did I get another word? Can I what? I'd like to be able to learn more history about this. I'm trying to think. It almost looks like it has a swivel on it to swivel up and down and maybe from side to side. So maybe this was some type of scoop to actually put coal into the back of this train car. Some type of mechanical or steam run scoop. But then it looks like it's just open-ended here, like it was just draining something out. I don't understand that. So that's something else. All right.
Statement. Through.
Can you is two different words spelled C-A-N-Y-O-U. Statement, S-T-A-T-E-M-E-N, and through is T-H-R-O-U-G-H. Statement through. Well, yeah, I guess I'm giving statements, but through means to go through something. What are you going to go through? Hey, just a question for you ghosts of spirits. Do you all celebrate Halloween? I know you can't eat candy anymore. As a kid, I used to love Halloween because of the free candy. I guess that's why I'm somewhat heavy. I do like to eat. Excuse me. So the bottom line is, I always enjoyed it because of the candy, not because I enjoyed being frightened. It'd be nice if we could take paranormal research away from the let's be frightened by it. I mean, we can still have that. I mean, probably the horror industry is much bigger than the paranormal industry and much more financially successful. So I would say keep both, but when it comes to paranormal research, get more serious about the technology and the discovery and what we can learn through paranormal means, like more about the history of this train. I know somebody out there knows all the questions I've asked today. You just need to answer. I don't know why they're so reluctant to answer, but I just like to say, thank you for the ghosts and spirits that did choose words today. I like to thank everyone who supports my channel and, likes my posts and comments to my posts and things like that. I find that rewarding. And I hope at the same time you all find my paranormal research to be rewarding. And I hope you like the history that I do bring with my paranormal research. And I hope everyone will watch, like, and subscribe and leave a comment at my YouTube channel. And it's called Paranormal Research. Well, correction. It's called... drawing a blank here, so you know how old I am. It's called Paranormal Short Sessions by Keith Evans. Again, my YouTube channel is Paranormal Short Sessions by Keith Evans. And I'd like to thank everyone for watching this video. And if you have any suggestions about future videos, please leave me suggestions. All right, thank you all and have a good day. Bye-bye.